Ben and or Bookish Bear here, and I'm going to do a wrap-up video for August. I have not done a video in a while. I got pretty sick with bronchitis in August, so it threw everything off, and some of the videos that I wanted to do in August, now I'm going to do in September. So, yeah, August wrap-up. As usual, I'm going to get started with what I am currently reading. I'm currently reading The Incendiaries by R.O. Kwon. It's okay. I have not really gotten super into it, so it's slowed my reading down quite a bit. It's pretty short, so I need to just buckle down and finish it. I don't know. I feel engaged with it while I'm reading it, but nothing is catching me enough to make me want to stop what I'm doing otherwise and read it. So I've been reading it a lot before bed and maybe while I'm working. We'll see how it turns out. I'm interested in where it's going to lead. I'm not really enjoying the way the storytelling is being done by the different people telling different things. I don't know. I go back and forth on this book quite a bit, so I'm interested to see what it's going to end up being like and how I'm going to end up feeling when I'm finished. As far as what I finished and read in August, the first one I read was MaddAddam, which is the third and final book in the MaddAddam trilogy by Margaret Atwood. I said a lot about this series because I read the first two already. This one was good. I definitely like the second one the best, and then this one, and then the first one, I think, although they were all really good. So I highly recommend this series. This one goes kind of further into the survival of these different people after the initial kind of downfall of civilization as we know it, and the survivors and kind of what their lives look like. So yeah, definitely read these books. They're good. The next book I finished in August was How to Survive a Summer by Nick White. This book I put on my summer reading list and was really excited to read it. It is not what I expected. I really expected it, and I'm not sure why I expected this, but I thought that it was going to be about a summer camp and kids who were kind of hating it and then fell in love, and kind of a young gay rom-com kind of thing. Light summer reading. It's not that at all. It's about this guy who I believe is a grad student at this point, and he was part of a gay conversion camp when he was a kid, and something awful happened at the camp, and now there's a horror movie loosely based on a book that was based on what happened that summer, and it kind of messes him up and throws him into this weird kind of journey of, I guess, self-healing maybe. I don't know. It's good, and it's really, really engaging. It was not what I was expecting, so it was a little tough to get into at first. But once I kind of fell into the kind of deeper, harder subject matter that's involved in the book, rather than expecting a light read, I enjoyed it more. The writing is wonderful in spots. The only issue I have with the book is that some of the stuff that happens doesn't make sense or fits together too nicely. Like, things will happen and it's like, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's convenient for the narrative, but it doesn't make sense that it would happen. Those kind of things kind of bug me about books sometimes. But other than that, it's a good read, and it's very centered on queer characters. Almost every character in the book is queer, which is cool. So if you're looking for like something to read, I would actually suggest reading it in the fall, because it's much more of a fall read to me than a summer read, because it's kind of deep and it's got a lot of woodsy imagery and scary stuff happening in the woods and mentions of horror movies that I think goes well with fall. So yeah, How to Survive a Summer by Nick White. I think he just released a book of short stories, which I'm interested to read, so I'll probably read that hopefully soon too. And the last thing I read in August is You're on an Airplane by Parker Posey. So this book is kind of a wild ride. I'm a Parker Posey fan. I think she's kind of nuts, and I love it in the best possible way. I mean that. She's just kind of a kooky, weird character. This book fits that description perfectly. It's just kind of weird and all over the place. It was tough to get into at first. It's very much written in her voice, like the way that she speaks is the way that she writes. I would assume that that's the way she speaks. So it sounds very conversational. And the way she set up the book is that she sat down next to someone on a plane and she's just saying all the stuff to them. So that's kind of interesting choice. I don't know. There's weird stuff in the book, like random. I think I put the dust cover on upside down. There are weird pictures and drawings and stuff throughout the book. This is like a cocktail recipe that's pretty interesting throughout the book. Pictures and stuff. Just lots of. There's a weird chapter where she explains how to do pottery. Just this kind of stuff. So yeah, Parker Posey, you're on it. And now on to what I purchased in August. I didn't expect to buy a lot of books in August, but then somehow did. So, well, whatever. As far as new books that were purchased brand new, I got this one. Parker Posey actually bought it in August. And then I got this, which is Zodiac. I watched the movie that's based on this book and really, really loved it, and then kind of fell into a true crime rabbit hole and watched a bunch of shows and stuff. I didn't know anything about the Zodiac Killer before this. I don't know why, before watching the movie. So it's super interesting and engaging and just kind of so bizarre and awful. So I got this, and hopefully I'm probably going to read it pretty soon. And I also made a trip to Half Price Books, which is an awesome used bookstore. We have them here, a bunch here in Texas, and I think they're branching out to other states and stuff as well too now. But they're really awesome, and you should check them out if there's one near you. And the first thing I got is this really weird copy of The Catcher in the Rye. It's got some writing on it, and then my friend even noticed when I was showing it to her that there are phone numbers inside. And I had never seen a copy like this before and a cover like this before, so I decided to get it. It's funny to me that it feels very much like, here's an adventure about a young boy that you'll enjoy if you're also a young boy, which is not really what The Catcher in the Rye is. So that's kind of funny to me. I got Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I've been interested in reading some more Stephen King because I haven't read a lot of his work, and just kind of want to read more, so I'm just kind of collecting stuff that I might read this fall and winter, because that's when I like to read horror novels. And in speaking with people, they said, most everyone said that this is his scariest book. I don't know much about it. I'm assuming it's a zombie cat or something. Who knows? But I'll probably read it soon and find out. Also got a copy of It by Stephen King. Interested in read that. I haven't seen the original film. I saw the new one. I'm not super into clowns. I don't think clowns are scary. So stuff that is about scary clowns doesn't usually interest me. This book is so big. And a million pages. So we'll see. We'll see if I get around to reading that. And last but not least, I got a copy of Vineland by Thomas Pynchon. I don't normally like hardcovers, but this is the best copy that they had at half price. So I picked it up, and I'm probably going to read this next, maybe, or maybe after Zodiac. I don't know. The summer reading list is kind of fell off. If you want to talk about any of the books that I mentioned today, then please comment below, hit me up on Twitter, whatever, and hoping to do more videos soon now that I'm feeling much better and grow my beard back. And thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good day.